What's up my peeps, time for a brand new episode of WWE Mayhem, and in today's episode, gonna be going over some big changes that are gonna take place in Mayhem this month, because we have a big announcement from Reliance Games regarding events, class-specific weeks and such, and on top of that, gonna show you guys how to beat the Unstoppable Giants. Two methods to do so. I use one of them, and I used it to go through Superstar, Normal, and Beginner, and you'll see that on video. It'll likely be fast forwarded though, because it does take some time. So, this method is extremely easy. It's really easy, but it does take some time, and it's going to take more time with weaker superstars. So you can do this with a 1, 2, 3, or 4 star superstar, but if you're using weaker superstars, it is going to take more time, which is kind of like the old method with the first couple of Unstoppable Giants, except there's a couple of differences here where, for instance, charge attacks, of course, are now, unblockable. But that, of course, is as a result of the gameplay changes, the updates that they did, and also, this Unstoppable Giant, The Rock, is different from the previous Unstoppable Giant, Andre the Giant, because Andre would showboat here and there. So you get these opportunities whenever he showboats to get a couple strikes in, to get a 3 or 4 hit combo, get some damage in, while with The Rock, despite being, a showman superstar, showboating superstar, The Rock, he doesn't showboat like Andre, so your opportunities to get a lot of damage in are a lot less than Andre, for instance. But it can still be done. You can definitely still beat The Rock. As far as rewards go, rewards are so low. So if you were hoping for rewards to be boosted back up to how it was, initially when they first introduced the Unstoppable Giant, like I was hoping, yeah, that's not happening, or at least it didn't happen this time. Alright, so let's go ahead and start this off. I think I already pointed out that it's an easy method, but it does take some time, and it's going to take more time if you're using weaker superstars. Okay, so here's what you do. First things first, if you want to suffer the least amount of damage or no damage at all, right when the match starts, I'd recommend you go straight into blocking. Don't try and strike first, because there's a good chance that the opponent is going to get his strikes in before your strikes once he sees you're open right at the beginning of the match. So I'd recommend you go straight into blocking, get that blocking ready. Once the opponent sees that you're blocking, they're going to go, or The Rock is going to go into blocking. Now, once he's blocking, this is where the marathon begins. I call it a marathon because it does take some time. Go ahead, hit one medium attack, and then go straight back into blocking. Make sure to have that blocking thumb ready. You spend too much time open not blocking, the opponent, The Rock, will indeed lay the smackdown on you. So make sure, as soon as you hit that medium attack, you got that blocking thumb ready, and you go straight into blocking. Then wait 3 seconds, hit another medium attack on The Rock, get straight into blocking once again. Now, I say 3 seconds, but you can likely go ahead and just, wait 2 seconds. But I tend to stay on the safer side. So, anyways, hit that strike, go back into blocking, hit that strike, go back into blocking, and you're going to chip away at The Rock's health, but it will take a lot of time. What is going to speed things up is if you manage to time the strikes right as soon as he gets out of blocking, and then you hit him while he's open. But that window is extremely small. It's a short, very short window, and you gotta get kind of lucky with it. Unless you can scientifically time it, you got a timer and you really do your research, to the exact point second where he gets out of blocking, because the opponent doesn't stay in blocking. He goes in and out of blocking really quickly. So once he gets into blocking, gets out of it, and then goes into blocking once again, that second time he gets into blocking, I wait until he gets out of blocking, and I try to time it right and hit my medium attack then to hit him while he's open, although it doesn't work all the time. Actually, oftentimes it ends up being a medium attack while he's blocking, but when I do manage to connect it and time it right and hit him while he's open, that does like 200 damage, or does a lot more damage, basically like 10 times the damage, and I found that oftentimes it would be a critical hit, so that would speed things up. Now, like I said, this is a marathon. It does take some time. You do this until he's got no more health left, and then what happens is you start gaining energy. Despite hitting him while he's blocked or not hitting him at all, your energy is going to start moving up. You're going to gain energy automatically while he's got no health. You're going to keep on attacking him, trying to time that medium attack as soon as he gets out of blocking, and then he'll get stunned. You go ahead and hit a special or a strong attack. I'd recommend hitting a strong attack or a special if you've got a submission, because if you've got a submission hold ready to go, then go straight for that, because that is an automatic win. There is no, chance for The Rock to kick out. You lock that submission in while he's got no health and he's losing automatically, you win automatically. So go ahead, hit a special, a strong attack. I'd say strong attack just because you don't waste energy that way, just in case you don't get the pin. You still got some energy to go in case anything happens. So hit the move, go for the cover. If you get it, perfect. If you don't get it, that's fine. Here's what you do. Your energy is going to keep on going up, and you're going to get some special moves, your signature moves, and your super move if you're using a 4-star superstar. Just make sure that the opponent doesn't have enough energy to counter. You simply do that by having him do nothing, or you also don't do anything. So you can just go into blocking and don't attack him. Just stay into blocking until his energy completely drains. And then, as soon as he gets into blocking, because once again, the opponent doesn't just stay into blocking, he goes in and out. Observe him, and as soon as he goes into blocking, that's when you quickly go ahead and click that special attack or the signature move or super move or whatever you want to use, and use it on your opponent, and that's going to be it. The match is going to be over. He's not going to get a shot at kicking out the second time around. And there you go. You beat the unstoppable giant. So that is the easy method. That is the foolproof method. Anybody can do this, but it does take some time. Now, let's say you want to go ahead and do this quicker, or you've got, a stronger superstar, and you don't want to spend all this time, going for one strike. By the way, you can go for 2 strikes, but then you run the risk of getting stunned. So that's why I recommend just 1 strike. But anyways, let's say you want to do this quicker, and you've got, stronger superstars, you've got 4 stars and all that. With that, if that's your situation, you can go ahead and use this second method, and I saw this method from Ashish in the WWE Mayhem Facebook group. By the way, guys, if you haven't joined the Mayhem Facebook group, I will post a link in the description box. I still get people asking me the link to the group, so it will be in the description box. Oftentimes, people post how they go through events and such, so it's a great place to be if you also want tips and stuff like that. Alright, so Ashish posted up this video, and basically his method is to go for charge attack after charge attack after charge attack. You'll see the footage on the screen right here, but this does kind of require you to take some damage. You will take some strikes from The Rock, so that's why this method might be better suited for, stronger superstars, 4 stars instead of a 1 or 2 star superstars, where after a couple strikes from The Rock, you're done. You're in danger pin, you're in no health zone, and the match is over. So, hey, if you've got some 4 stars, this would be a great method, and I would actually prefer this method over the method that I showed you guys first. But the first method is, what's the word I'm looking for? I can't think of the word right now, but basically it's a word that means, it works for everybody, or works from, 1 to 4 star superstars. Only difference is the time. So, yeah, you can use either one of these methods. I would recommend the first one if you have weaker superstars, and if you just want something easy that's hard to mess up. And the second method I would recommend if you've got stronger superstars and you want to get through this quicker, and who wouldn't want to go through it quicker. Alright, so that's pretty much it for the Unstoppable Giant portion of the video. Once again, thank you to Ashish for the second video with Kalisto versus The Rock, the Unstoppable Giant. Now let's move on to the announcement that they did today in regards to what we can expect in the month of May for WWE Mayhem. So the post is titled May Event Schedule. Hello Mayhemers, we have lots of exciting events planned for the month of May and some event changes to announce. We are adjusting our overall schedule for the show events. These events will now be scheduled as follows. So at Raw it says SMT, pretty sure that stands for Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. That's likely the days that it's gonna run. And then SmackDown Live, it's gonna be Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. NXT, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. icons Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So it seems like they're all gonna last 3 days, at least that's what I'm understanding here. And Mayhem Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Raw recap will be on Friday, and SmackDown Live recap will be on Saturday. We have also redistributed the rewards to make the show events more specialized. For example, the NXT event will provide NXT keys and focus on overdrive and skills. Alright, that makes sense. Makes sense for the NXT event to give you NXT keys instead of like premium keys. So hopefully the Icons event goes back to giving you, Icons keys as well. We will also be running 2 to 3 specialized events per week that feature an item to earn gold, cash, rank up, skills, overdrives. I hope that we get some tier-specific tier 4 dumbbells, because I really need those, and I'm sure a bunch of other people also want them. We will vary which event types provide that item so it feels more diverse. So, alright, they're gonna switch it up. Sometimes it's gonna be gold, sometimes cash, sometimes this item, sometimes that. Look for these changes to occur starting May 7th. It says May 7th, but I'm pretty sure they mean May 7th. Here's the overall monthly schedule for May. Thank you so much for playing. So, week 1, this week, Backlash. We know that. We've got the event schedule for this week. Week 2, Technician week, so we're going back to the class-specific weeks. We actually just had one before. It was the Brawler week, so we're getting one once again. This is the first one since the first one. Does that make... Yeah, it makes sense, right? The first one since the first one? I don't know. Anyways, this is the newest one since the last one. Technician week, week 3, wildcard week. Now, I'm set up for that one. I've got Ric Flair, I've got Jericho, I've got Kane. I'm good for wildcard week. Technician week, on the other hand, I'm kind of screwed for that one because I don't have any, 4-star technician. My best technician is a 3-star Randy, which I don't think I've leveled up or ranked up in the longest. I don't think I've ranked them up at all, actually, so might have to do that. Hopefully I get a 4-star technician before then, so I don't have to spend, cash and resources or materials on ranking up a 3-star superstar. And week 4, payback, so 2 pay-per-view events within the month of May. So it looks like Technician was the class to win that class poll, because they did say whichever class won, that would be the next class week. So it seems like Technician did indeed win that poll. So that is it, man. We're gonna get changes in terms of when the events are gonna be, in terms of the rewards. So, events that have a certain name will have rewards to reflect that. NXT event will give you NXT keys, makes sense. And yeah, class specific weeks are coming back this month. So, what do you guys think about this? Let me know in the comments below. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, click the like button down below. And with that said, my guys, see ya.